But guys, her story might be my classmate. So today we are going to find out is this girl my classmate. Her story, I know that somebody doesn't have orange hair in my class. But maybe she just made a character by some stuff, some app or something, and she doesn't have orange hair, but she put orange hair on her profile. Orange hair.
I watched the bully grab my lunch bag, and for the first time in a month, I smiled. The first time she grabbed it, I told my homeroom teacher, Ms. Park, about it, but she just shrugged me off. "I'll look into it, sweetie," she said, without even looking up from her papers. Since nothing happened, Wendy continued to take my lunch from my backpack every day, holding my sandwich up across the room and mouthing, "Thanks for lunch," while I pretended not to care. I was sick of having to go to the nurse's office to eat saltine crackers, so that morning, I came up with a plan. Before class, I waited for Ms. Park to step into the hallway. Her lunch bag sat on her desk, a brown paper bag with her silver thermos sticking out and her name across the side in black marker. I grabbed it, slipped it into the front pocket of my backpack, and left my own bag with my name on.
You see that name? You see that name? Do you see that name? Guys, tell me, do you see this name? This name is my classmate's name. Her story, are you my classmate? Why did you steal my classmate's name? If you're not my classmate, why did you steal her name? Why did you choose her name? Choose some other classmate's name. Not from our class. Okay, I'm serious. But why you chose my classmate name? Her story, you doing very wrong. What is this? You take my classmate's name, or are you my classmate? Charviji, tell. Are you my classmate, or her story you just made some random name up?
The side where hers had been. I barely dropped back into my seat when she walked in. The morning crawled by, and by the time the lunch bell rang, my pulse was pounding in my ears. Wendy walked straight to my desk like always, grabbed the brown bag out of my backpack without even looking at it, and walked out with it swinging in her hand. I followed her to the cafeteria and sat a few tables away to watch. Wendy plopped down in the corner, unzipped the bag, and pulled out a turkey wrap, cut strawberries, and the silver thermos. "Whoa, jackpot today," she said, and took a huge bite. I kept waiting for something to happen, but she just kept eating, and my stomach sank like I'd planned the whole thing for nothing. Then the doors swung open, and Ms. Park came straight to my table, holding my lunch bag. "I think these got mixed up, sweetie. This was on my desk." She set it down and asked, "Have you seen mine?" I pointed across the room at Wendy. Ms. Park turned just as Wendy took another huge bite, and her mouth fell open. She marched over, picked up the thermos, and turned it so the name faced Wendy. "Wendy, where did you get that?" Wendy froze with the wrap halfway to her mouth. I found it," she said. Ms. Park raised her hand and cut her off. "Actually, I don't want to hear it. My office now." Wendy stood up slowly, still holding the half-eaten wrap, and followed her out. As she passed my table, I held up